Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we are looking at What the number 2, another John Byrne story featured on the cover. So amazing, hilarious, love it. What the is like a comedy parody. As you can see on the cover, Byrne is lampooning, the FF and Superman, two of, his most known properties that he's worked on. And I cannot wait to show it to you because it's really awesome. I think there's another story in here by John Byrne too, and it's really good. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button, and let's do this. Okay, Superbman versus Fantadtical Four, and that's how you avoid copyright infringement and lawsuit. I love it. Hilarious. John Byrne returning to Marvel after doing Superman. So, hence the Superbman. I mean, it's kind of cool because where else are you going to get Superman and the Fantastic Four together by John Byrne? And hey, John Byrne has been feeling uninspired lately as far as art goes and looking for his next, muse. So, I would be down for some FF meets the Fantastic Four fan fiction. I could think with Byrne's, great use of science, he could come up with something epic. I mean, wouldn't it be so cool to have like a Jack Kirby? I mean, obviously that's not going to happen. With Mandela effect and weird things in reality, who knows if there is if this is the glitch in the matrix that keeps happening and stuff and the world is programmable. Can we get a Jack Kirby Fantastic Four meets Superman? I mean, that never happened, and that would be so good. Anyway, so we got this Superman story here. We got this John Byrne story. And Mike Mignola, I forgot about that. Like, that's worth the price of admission right there. I cannot wait to get to this stuff, so let's do it. Okay, the splash page looks great. Very noteworthy here is that John Byrne is penciling and writing, and Jerry Ordway is inking. And how do you love that? Because Byrne and Ordway work together on, what do you call it? Fantastic Four, which I loved his inks. Ordway has a very distinct style. You can definitely tell it's Ordway, which sometimes disrupts the art, but I think that he's such a great artist, and it was a great synergy between he and Byrne, and I felt that way about he and Perez as well on later issues of Crisis on Infinite Earths when he took over as inker. And I mean, I just think that Jerry Ordway is one of those inkers who definitely brings more to the project. And so it's kind of fun and historical in a way for a lot of different reasons, even though this is a comedy parody. But you're getting Byrne doing a version of Superman and Lois Lane along with the Fantastic Four, and Jerry Ordway is inking him. So that's cool. I love it. Typical Marvel comic book, Wolverine just walking around in the background. There was a time, and is this pre that time or just around that time when Wolverine started getting such overexposure? But hell, who cares? Wolverine is such a great character. Galactus just munching on the wall over there. In the background, that is so funny. And he just rips into Lois and Clark and just goes whole hog. I just love it. And Dr. Bloom, there's no reason to call him a different name. I love the sad faces on his little buttons on his cowl. I guess that's a cowl. Is it a cowl or more like a cape with a hood? Could it be called a cowl? All right, fashionistas watching, let me know in the comments. Cape, cowl, doom, jowl. Rhyming for no reason other than the joy of looking at a John Byrne comic book. We've got Lex Luthor and just the added ridiculousness, the touch of the Band-Aid, and props to the colorist, if the colorist did that, or maybe John Byrne indicated it. I would love to see the original art and see in the liner notes, colorist, please add cartoonish window glare to Luthor's bald head. Hysterical. Okay, so we got Jim Novak lettering, lettering legend, Petra Scotti's colorist, of note that she colored Byrne on the She-Hulk graphic novel, which was not my favorite work color-wise. The palette was just like very drab, and I also did not like the inks by Kim de Mulder, even though he has like a good inker and it wasn't terrible, but I did cover that in another video. If you want to, just keep going after this in my Byrne playlist, and I mean, if you don't have a life or something and just really love Byrne the way I do, then share the enthusiasm. The thing I love about this, guys, is that Byrne's style is kind of cartoonish in a way. So him like amping up the cartoonishness like really just works so well, and like all the Byrne goodness is still there, but you're just getting. I mean, this could almost be like Ms. Incredible right there, from Pixar, which of course is obviously the FF is such a template for that, which leads me, now that Disney, I mean, I don't think people necessarily want this the way I want it, but I would love to see Marvel, work with Pixar and do some like do an FF Pixar movie. That would be incredible. Oh my god, see what I did there? Waka waka. This is just so great. I don't burn Luther's head taking over the whole thing. I'm not getting political at all, but, and I don't really want to do a separate video on it to bring attention to it, but, Chris Claremont is coming in a lot of fire for some weird comments he made, but, I mean, he had a Mariah Carey moment, like, with the ice cream truck on MTV Live or whatever. I mean, he said some stupid things, but in his defense, like, I feel like some of the things he said, like, he honestly felt like he was being funny, and it's like 70-year-old man funny that we, just sometimes isn't the greatest, but I don't know. And the reason I brought that up is just because, I don't know, I mean, John Byrne is known for his persnicketiness and his snarkiness and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times, and She-Hulk, I mean, there were moments of greatness and stuff, but I think his contributions to What The are just, like, pretty legendary, and they're great, and I love when Byrne does humor, and he has a great sense of humor. And sometimes it is off-color, and, like, sometimes it's, like, clearly missing the mark. But, I mean, I don't think any of this is problematic to say that, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's I don't know. There's a certain weird irony and like Claremont coming under fire since, he brought such progressiveness to the X-Men, and I love him. I revere the stories that I grew up with him, and I refuse to cancel him or believe in that rubbish that they're saying. And I just think a lot of it was just kind of a snowballed in a bad way, and I get it. I don't think he meant any harm, and I mean, honestly, like, the Kitty Pryde race-changing thing, like, my comic geek instincts instantly went to the Lois Lane, Color Me Black, famous, problematic, yes, story, but I felt like he was sort of making fun of it, like, oh, I might as well just do something like that with Kitty or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, we don't need to turn it into a political rant in the comments or anything, but just feel me on that, guys, and I mean, I don't know if I'm just wrong, but I don't know. I just think that all is not it appears sometimes. But back to a happier note. Oh my god, look at Superman with this beard is freaking incredible. She-Hulk, speaking of witches, walking in the background on the panel here. This thing looks incredible. This thing and Miss Thing. Did they call her Miss Thing? Oh my god. No, okay, I totally have to draw Miss Marvel as Miss Thing. Remember how great that was? Oh my god, yes. Living for that. If I did that, do you think someone would buy the original art? I've been itching to put pen to paper after years of digital. Superman just looks great here. I know I'm backtracking a little, but I have to just appreciate the cartoonness. I love this whole, like, cartoon thing, and I love... First of all, you always have to appreciate Byrne Rubble, because Byrne draws Rubble, like, so good for rent. And damn you, frickin' Jerry Ordway, for just, like, keeping up with every little texture and just, like, adding such beauty to this. I cannot say enough good things about Jerry Ordway. His inks, and such a great penciler himself. I loved his Infinity Ink stuff. Oh, where is that in my collection? I guess we have some future episodes to look forward to, guys, because I don't know about you, but I loved Infinity Ink. Such a sucker for teen books. Okay, so this is a comedic reference to Byrne's drawing the Superman emblem like two fish passing each other. And it's kind of like the Batman like logo with the jack-o'-lantern mouth. It's like once you see it, you can't unsee it. Another one is the lizard eye and the Taco Bell logo. Am I ruining your life now, guys? Fred Hembeck, always a happy name to see in the credits. So hilarious. Love him as an artist. Doing the story and scripting and such. John Severin with the pencils and inks that we love so much. Oh my god, you gotta love these kind of credits. Ken Lopez lettering done in the clutch. How funny. Max Shield with the colors that rolled off the brush. Max, aka Christy Shield, famed Daredevil colorist. Carl Potts editing with a thanks very much. I wonder if that's a Midwestern accent. I probably say thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And two fists to Tom DeFalco with an editor-in-chief touch. Oh my god, this is just so great. I wonder if Hembeck laid this out at all. It's great. Well, I mean, he's just like super panel heavy. Props to you, John Severin. I mean, was he like 90 at the time? Like, and Fred Hembeck's like, okay, page 7, 22 panels, 25 panels. You can do it, John. Oh, 48 panels. 3 panels have, okay, 1, 2, 3. This is epic, you guys. This is like George Perez level. This is frickin' Art Adams happening right in front of our eyes. I mean, wow. I do love John Severin. I mean, I know I know it's looked upon as goofy, but remember the Rawhide Kid, like the Max series? Like, I kind of loved it. Like, they made him gay. If nothing else, the John Severin art was like really great. I'm sure I think I lost that from my collection, but whatever. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 panels. Okay, and then in 2 of them you have like the granny, the electric turkey fryer. Oh my god, hilarious! What the hell? The Hydra Ladies Auxiliary. I mean, come on, guys. This is so good. This is hysterical. What the, like, we need a reprint of this Marvel. There needs to be a What the Omnibus. Were there many enough to do an omnibus? Oh my god, look at how great this is. Famous, Terry Austin's famous Anchor's School. So, I mean, how great is this? Brett Blevins, John Byrne, Fred Hembeck. Love it. Love Terry Austin. Such a great artist. Mike Mignola. That frickin' art treat. I'm sorry, but I know he's known for his horror, and like kind of knowing that like he really hated drawing superheroes and like didn't want to draw them makes me feel sadistic how much I love his superhero art. Savage Story by Al Milgrom. I mean, how great is that? Al the Pal Milgrom just seemed like such a great Marvel legend. Even though he was fired for putting a nasty message to Bob Harris in the background art of some comic, I forgot what. But, you know, that's how my stories roll. I know like 80% of what I'm talking about. Anyway, Savage Story by Al Milgrom. The point being that you rarely see him writing, so it's kind of fun that he's writing this. And then frickin' pencils by Mike Mignola. Al Williamson inking, like that's really cool. He seems like such a great inker suited for Mike Mignola. You've got Wolverine, and what a great Wolverine. I mean, you gotta love a smiling Wolverine, especially with Swiss Army claws. I mean, what a great shtick, hilarious. I mean, you gotta see it come to life. I love his frickin' anatomy. It's so like I don't know, caveman. And I would say like the right, like, I don't even know, you know, Paleozoic. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not up to snuff. Oh my god, frickin', what do you call it? The robot from Lost in Space, the second generation. I know the unpopular take, but I kind of like this robot better than Robbie the Robbie the robot one, the original one, just because I feel like the color episodes are the first ones I saw, all in reruns, of course, but you know, of course, color is going to be more appealing to a child, I would think. So I love that robot, even though I feel like it was kind of a bitch or something. I don't remember. Anyway, great shot of the X-Men. Love this era. Love that he gave Psylocke her... First of all, love that they're all flying, whether they can fly or not. Long shot. Amazing. Psylocke with her little psychic eyeballs floating. Just so good. The blood stain. He's in the paddle. That is so great. Shazam sound effects. Don't know why there's no sun. Up in the sky, stormy weather. Oh my gosh. You didn't know I was going to sing this episode, did you? Fellas. I shouldn't say fellas. I'm imagining there might be one or two females who watch this show. I don't know who they would be, but, you know, I feel like middle-aged nerds is where the power is here, guys. Anyway, I hope you get younger generations, you know, get exposed to these and want to seek them out. I mean, comics, there's so many great eras in comics, and this is definitely a great one, and I love that. Ripping off Shazam there. Hilarious. Like, so many funny things, like him becoming Elmer Fudd. Him just, like, freaking stabbing Dazzler in the face. Like, Havoc. Oh my gosh. I love Havoc Effect. I love that costume. I mean, I suppose it's a little ridiculous, but it's so great. Wolverine just slicing, no sugar. I'm just gonna slice your lips off and end this right here. So good. Love the exaggerated anatomy on Colossus. That is so amazing. I love this. Here comes Mariko, always dressed like a geisha. Nothing problematic there, right, guys? Oh my god, what a sick panel. This needs to be a cover. I mean, this is just one of 1, 2, 3. I'm counting like all these panels. 2, 3, 4, 5. How embarrassing. Yes, I can count. But one of 9 panels, and this is the money shot, fellas. There I go again. But I guess that's more the money shot with freaking Wolverine and this... The Hellfire Club. I mean, this is for a children's comic book. I don't know. You know, the 80s were different, guys. What can I tell you? Peter B. Gillis story, Phil Foglio artist. I'm kind of loving this Phil Foglio art, and I feel like I know him from somewhere, and I know someone's probably biting their lips saying like, oh my god, of course, he did this, that, and the other, and it's amazing. So I'm sure I'll have to do some research because I freaking love this art. It's amazing. I love this Spiral, one of the best designed, amazing characters. I think Art Adams designed her for the Long Shot series initially, and such a great character. Love her. It's so funny because I feel like Alpha Flight ended after 28. So realistically, this outfit shouldn't exist, but I do think it was designed by Mike Mignola during his like run and covers, and I kind of love it. Not always crazy about redesigns, but that's kind of a cool one. The Shroud, fun character. Clea, Brother Voodoo. Interesting. He is playing with a voodoo doll that has a JS on it. It looks kind of tall. I'm not saying it's Jim Shooter. I'm just saying, who else could it be? I don't think it could be Jim Salicrup or something. It has to be Jim Shooter. Anyway, Cerebus making an appearance in Zipatone as God intended. Ilyana looking freaking fierce. I love Ilyana. I love the Baphomet freaking horns beyond, right? Oh my god, that is so cool. I love this art. Phil Foglio. I'm like, we're far out though. Phil Foglio. Epic. Love the DC Bullet. Just mentioned that in one of my Superman videos. More Byrne. The Anti-Monitor. I love the color holds. This art is amazing. This is so good. It's reminding me a lot of all the indie artists that I love so much. Probably a famous indie artist. That's might be why he's in here. profile on Arturo Alfonso Duche. Well, who knows, guys. Anyway, that was buckets of the fun ads, the fake ads in the back. What that? Such a great series. Love it. Seems like such a novelty now for some reason, but fantastic. Another fun Byrne issue. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like and share my content, and I'll bring you more soon. Thanks.